Hello and welcome to my third tutorial. This tutorial we're going to be going through variables in a bit more detail. If you followed my second tutorial I would have showed you the basics of variables, what they do, what they mean and how you can display one. This tutorial we're going to declare two variables and add the two integers together. So let's just get started. I'll explain a bit better on the way. File, new project, console application, OK. So we come up with this screen again. Let's start by typing in our variables. So if we want to add two numbers together, we're going to have to have four variables. One for the string, because that's what it will originally be. An int, because we want to convert it into an int to add it together. Another string for the second number, and another integer. Call these whatever we want, and we're just going to call mine fnum and fnum1. Don't forget your semicolons at the end. Second num 1. So once we've declared all our variables, we need to say something like console dot writeLine open bracket exclamation mark enter your first number. Okay, so we're just basically asking the console to write this line. So now we want to second tutorial we went through. We have to declare the string, then we have to read console dot read line close bracket and open bracket. Basically this is just saying to the console to read the line, find what the user's typed and then pass it as a variable. But the extra bit of code we have to add now is to change it into an integer. So let's take our integer variable, which we called fnum1, and we need to change it into an integer 32. I'll explain a bit more about that in a minute. Dot pass our string variable. Basically this is just turning our string variable, turn it into an integer, and then make our new integer variable, but this time it's an integer, so we can add the two integers together. You can't add two strings together, or two numbers together if they're strings. So now we just do our second number, so we do exactly the same, just use your different variables. So again, enter second number. Declare our variable for the our string variable for the second number. So we just created our second number and passed it as an integer again. So now we have to add the two integers together. To do this we need to add another variable to our program. Just call it, it needs to be an integer because we're adding two integers together, and call it add or something like that. Once you've done this, go back down to the bottom of your code, type add equals, and we need to add our first integer number, which is fnum1, as we declared it here, and add it to our second number integer. There you go, that's basically added the two integers together and passes a variable called add. So now we go console dot write line the answer is, we type curly bracket 0 close curly bracket exclamation mark comma add. Went through what this did in our last tutorial. Basically this is just telling this 0 is telling where the add should be in our right line. So let's run this, see if it works. Debug, without debugging. We've got some build errors. Missed off semicolon at the end. Let's try that again. We've got some more build errors. Oh, that's because I've named this wrong. I've named this as the integer. Change that to the string because that's what we're trying to change. Sorry about this. This is just on the spot tutorial. Let's debug it again. Oh, some more build errors. Oh, named it wrong. My bad. Okay, that should work now, I hope. Yes, here we go. It says enter our first number, 10, number equals 20. See, it's worked. Okay. So you can mess around with this code, times or whatever, add maybe another number if you want. Next tutorial will basically look how to make this a lot neater, less code basically, look a lot user friendly to another coder. Okay, thank you for listening to my tutorial. Hope to see you in my next tutorial.